Hey family, welcome back. Um, this word came to me from the Lord, and I believe it was for me. But like I always say, I am not the only one, and of course, take it back to the Father. But if you are in a season where you're in isolation, most likely um, you can apply it. So, knowing the season that you're in right now is very, very, very important. And the Lord spoke to me about the importance of letting people go because they are like hindrances or like roadblocks in the process. And it came to me because I said, Lord, why do I have to be by myself? Like, there's no other way, that we can do this. And so he said, think about every friendship you've had in the last 10 years and the quality and what came out of it. So, as I thought about it, I was like, none of them, I was their friend, I was there for them, but all of them were not loyal to me. And he said, this is why your development is so important because you need to realize, you need to understand that you attract your reflection. Okay, so a part of my development is me learning to be better, learning to love myself at whatever cost, it may be, and accepting things as they are and not the fantasy I want it to be. Okay, so a lot of it is accepting the reality and letting God develop me into the person I'm supposed to be so that the right people can come into my life, and give according to my worth. And I just kept like just reflecting on all of it. And all I can remember is me loving people, me doing for people, and them burning me. Like, and it's just like, why was I even attracted to those people? Or why did I tolerate those kinds of people to be around me, to be in my life, things like that. And so there was this one lady, older lady. I loved her like a mother, you know. And when I say I did everything for her, whenever she called me, I was there. Like she literally used to call me her angel. And she referred to me as her daughter. And that's the relationship that we had. And we also used to work together. So we saw each other all the time. We spent time outside of work. We went to church together. It was a relationship. Then I started hearing things that she would say about me, you know, uh, when I wasn't around or when I was coming back from my days off, stuff like that. But this one particular thing. See, I've never feared, I'm sorry, y'all. I've never feared being myself, okay? I've never been that person to want to hide from people who I really am, because I feel like if God can see who I truly am, who are y'all for me to hide from? Okay, so that is the way I walk the earth. Like, this is who I am, right? So I would go to work, sometimes I would have a wig on, and sometimes I would just wear my natural hair, which was most times either curls or in a fro. So she had a uh, the type of hairstyle where she always had a wig on. I never ever saw her real hair. I never ever seen her wear her real hair nowhere. It was either in a wig style or it was wrapped up and she would have a hat on, something like that. But this particular time, a friend came to me and he said, I seen her sitting in the office and I thought it was you. And I was like, what? Now, it hit me kind of sideways because I've never ever, seen her real hair like that. So it was like, it was just weird. Like, this is what I do. You get what I'm saying? Like, this, for somebody to come to me and tell me that they saw another person that who was not me resemble me so much so to the point where they think that person is me, the same person who is speaking about me behind my back, that is weird. This is something not quite right there. But that's what she started doing when I wasn't around. So as I'm recounting all these issues with this lady, and when you love somebody, just because things get bad, the feelings don't just conveniently go away. Like, no, you have to really do the work and just go through that, and with time and space and God, all to be better. But I had to really go through a process to let her go, right? But she started. Now, this is a woman I considered to be like I respected her like a mother. Like, just whatever she needed, I that's what I did. But I just started hearing more and more things, right? And I'm like, man, like, if you love me so much, if, like, and I'm like, at a point, I couldn't even believe what I was hearing, because it was like, what? I do everything for her. Like, I do everything for her. There's no room for her to say these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't making any sense. Hold on, you guys. So when I was hearing all this stuff that, she was speaking about me, it was kind of like, nah, that can't be right. And I wasn't believing it, but I was still, hang around her and hang out with her and stuff like that. So God was just reminding me of the type of heart that I have, and and at the same time, the disrespect that I tolerated. Okay. And all my friends, or all the ones that I call my friends, I'm sorry, y'all, it's kind of slow a little bit, but just bear with me. All the people that I call my friends, I seen some type of disrespect from them, and I tolerated it. I made note of it because I can still remember to this day what I saw and how it made me feel, or what I heard. And yet I still tolerated those people. And there's a reason that I tolerated those people. Okay? So all of the disrespect and whatever else that I dealt with from those kind of people was kind of my fault, because I didn't have enough respect for myself to walk away or discard, when it was appropriate or necessary. I just kept dealing with it. And I know a lot of y'all out there, you on this journey where God is processing you, He's developing you, but you're becoming your own roadblock in the process, because you're tolerating people that are keeping your progression stagnant. You cannot grow in the presence of these people, because these people are reflecting where you need development. Okay? So God was saying to me, I know you love these people, and you're so used to having these people in your life. They've been in your life 10 years plus, but it's time to let them go. So it's time to become okay with God's will, because it's the best thing for you. It's better than the best you want for yourself. And having the wrong kind of people in your life will distort the way you see things, knowing that you're supposed to see things the way God sees it. Okay? These people stunt your growth, and they stunt your growth in the way that I just said, because they kind of block you from seeing where you need development, at the same time reflecting where you need development. But you can't see that because you walking in emotion with these people. You feel like these people your friends, you went to school with them, you grew up with them. That don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. You have to let these people go. It's the hardest thing. Yeah, I know. But now I'm sitting here and I have stability. I have security. Everything is good. God has blessed me. And guess what? I'm by myself. I am away from everything from before. I'm away from all of it. But I'm still healing in those areas that pull those people, or try to pull those people back into my life. In the place that you're at now, right? The veil has fell from your eyes. God has exposed a lot to you. You see life in real time the way you're supposed to see it. Now, think about who your friends are. Are they in the will of God? 10 times out of 10, they are not. If they are not with you, they're not in the will of God. Okay? It's a reason you walking alone. I don't care if it's family. It's a reason you're in isolation. That isolation is actually protection. Because these people been dogging you out for years. I'm gonna tell y'all a dream that I had. Okay, so my cousin, love her to death, love her to death, to pieces. But she don't love me though. And coming into a place where I accepted that, it came with revelation, right? And when God show you something, it's never when he shows you something like this, where he's revealing why certain people can't be in your life, it's never what you want to see, always what you need to see. So something happened, and it was family related, a very serious matter. And when my family member told me, when my sibling told me what was going on, I called my cousin to talk to her about it, right? Now, I've been talking to my cousin almost every day, okay? And this matter had me so upset that I was a little bit out of character mentally, okay? And I call her to tell her what I'm tempted to do and to tell her what the issue was. But when I call her, she is responding to me like she already knows what's going on. Now, I've been talking to her every day or every other day more than once in a day, right? She never brought this issue up to me like this, the way she did when I called her, okay? So she had all this information, details, everything. She knew things about it I didn't know, okay? And this matter, it was about family members close to me, like a parent, right? So after talking to her, God starts talking to me. And he starts telling me things that I didn't even, he just started speaking to my spirit, and I didn't like what I was hearing, okay? And it was just like, oh my God, like, so the first thought, and this is after a couple days, right? So the first thought is, she knew about it and didn't say a word to you when she found out. Okay? All right? Now, when I'm on the phone with her, that's not even, it's not even registering to me that she knew about it and didn't tell you. It didn't hit me in a negative way because I was in emotion when I was talking to her. I was blinded. So I'm like, I'm not seeing, like, wait a minute, why didn't you tell me this? This is about my parent. Like, why wouldn't you say something, right? So that indicated to me that she believed what she heard. Not only that, the Lord brought another situation to me where God told me to do something in the family, something loving, something peaceful, and to make amends and to make peace. And he brought back to my remembrance the moment that I could have had to make that happen and how she stood in the way of that, right? So God is throwing all of this at me. Like, by this time I done like cut her off, and I'm just like, I'm still getting information. God is still, he's revealing to me every time she, did something where I missed it or I overlooked it. You know how you overlook red flags, or you see stuff, you love people, they do something, you see it, and you just like, okay. Then God gives me a dream. So in the dream, we are, I am back at my family's house, and I'm sitting down, and next to me is a female that's sitting down, right? And that female is my cousin, right? She's sitting like I'm sitting one way, she's sitting to my right. Okay? So, but then there is someone sitting in front of me, looking me eye, and I made a video about this, I believe, but she's looking me eye to eye, like just staring. And in the dream, it's revealed this is a demon looking at me. So when that is revealed, I get combative with the demon. I start attacking immediately. Soon as it's understood that it's a demon, I start attacking the demon. So after I woke up, me and God start talking again. And I'm like, how come the demon was only looking at me? I mean, the demon wasn't talking to nobody. She wasn't looking at nobody else but me. And my cousin sitting to my right, she's just sitting there. She ain't move. And I'm like, and then I hear God say, that's the demonic influence within my cousin. And me and my cousin, we've been at odds. Like, we've been having this tension for years. So God was basically telling me that there's been a demonic influence between me and my cousin for a very long time, which is why we could never get along. We could never get along. And as much as it hurts, because, you know, I held this cousin very, very, very close. I used to wish she was my sister. I felt like, you know, because we grew up in the church. Her mom introduced me to Jesus, brought me to the faith, and took care of me and made sure I was good. You know, that's what her mom did. So my auntie's children, they were like my siblings. They were my heart, right? That was my family. My auntie, she solidified that. Knowing what I know now, I cannot believe that my auntie is her mother. And I say that because my auntie was a pure-hearted woman of God. She made sure whoever was around her was taken care of just as her children, her own children. That's the type of heart she had. And I miss her. I miss her to pieces. Rest in peace, auntie. But God said I had to let my cousin go, and everybody connected because of that demonic influence. I don't know what else, you don't know what secrets or what other lies, or, when God tells you to move. And you know what? God just said, I already knew it was going to happen this way. You just needed to see it. I just needed to see, so that when he told me to let go, I knew why, right? But the point of this video is, when God shows you a dream, a vision of somebody doing whatever, and in the dream he's showing you it's in a demonic way, and he's telling you to get away from these people, get away from them. We don't always see things in the physical. we don't always pay attention to the disrespect and the lowball comments and stuff like that. It's only when the Spirit speaks and starts throwing visions and dreams where we really hear a thing, right? So in your process, on this journey at this point right now, the isolation is protection, because you, my sis, my brother, you are chosen, and you cannot have these type of people around you. You just can't. And we have to become okay with that. You got to become okay with it, because this is the way it is. You are protected. You're in the will of God. You're protected. Everything that God allows to be connected to you is protected. Okay? When I say I'm by myself, I'm by myself. Solo. It's just me and the Lord. It's just me and the Lord. That's it. He has moved everybody away from me. Everybody. One of the friends that I grew up with, went to school with, she was my baby, my sis. He revealed her heart as well. You gotta listen to the Father. Now, ever since that dream, I went around her a couple of months ago. Just as the Father said. And it's disappointing because, people think that when you, or if you can call somebody your friend or your sis, or you can spend years with a person that think things don't change, people don't change, but people can only hide who they truly are for so long. Now, I've always been chosen, right? Yeah, I was in a sinful life. We all were at that place. That does not take away the fact that we're chosen, which is why I'm in isolation now. And when these people show you who they are, when you get in that mental space where life opens you up and you can see, pay attention. Get rid of them people ASAP. Get rid of them people. Because no. And I know that I'm in the hour of development, because everybody walking this earth is not an enemy. God could have been sent the people that's supposed to be in my life to me. But at this hour, right now, that is not the time. That's not what we're doing. We're developing. So we have to respect the process. You have to let God do what he's doing, because he knows what he's doing. Thank God I'm chosen, because I'm protected. And that's the real, the real, like, the thing of it, because all them people that did you like that, they know who you are. They know. They know. They can sense it. That's what they're jealous of. How did you get it? I don't know. My Father created me. I didn't choose myself. Like, it's not even logical. It's just, I don't like the way she shine. I don't like the way she just can soar out of difficult situations and still, land on her feet. And I'm protected. That is the blessing divine that is the blessing of divine protection. I'm protected. Period, point blank. I can't even, if you don't like it, take it up with the Father, okay? Because He's the one that sent me. But pay attention to what God is showing you, because it is crucial to your growth and your development in your development process. There is no time to waste. All right. We need to just learn to sit at the foot of the Father, be patient, and let Him develop you. Give your time to your projects, whatever He told you to do, and let Him do the rest, because that's the hour that we're in. So I hope this word helps. I hope somebody, whoever finds it, could resonate with it and it helps them out, gives them some pointers, some tips, something to pay attention to that they may have missed or overlooked before. Pay attention to what God is showing you, and follow His instructions. Listen, be obedient, because it is real out here. Okay, so that is it for this word. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. If you feel led by the Holy Spirit, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And until the next video, y'all be safe, y'all be well, and God bless you. Good night.